European countries are on edge as the US-Israel war with Iran expands on day 14. While France has committed only to defensive action, Spain and Italy have voiced their opposition to the regional escalation. France has suffered its first military loss in the West Asia conflict. Chief Warrant Officer Arnaud Frion on the 7th Alpine Chasseur Battalion was killed in an Iranian drone strike in Erbil, located in Iraq's autonomous Kurdistan region. President Emmanuel Macron confirmed the death and said several soldiers were also injured in the attack, calling the attack unacceptable. Macron stressed that French forces were deployed in the region to only fight terrorism. In another attack, French military claimed 2 drones hit Malakara base in Iraq, where coalition troops were training the Iraqis, injuring 6 people. As part of the anti-jihadist coalition, France has joined Italy and other countries to train members of the Kurdistan security forces. The attack on the base followed a warning from the pro-Iranian group Ashab al-Kaf on its Telegram channel. The faction declared that French interests in Iraq would be targeted after the arrival of a French aircraft carrier in the area of operations of the US Central Command. The group also urged Iraqi security forces to avoid a base it claimed was hosting French troops. According to the French government, nearly 20,000 French nationals have been repatriated from West Asia since the conflict erupted on February 28th. In an address to the Italian Senate, Italian Premier Giorgia Meloni on Wednesday condemned attacks on civilians in Iran and reaffirmed that Italy is not participating in the US-Israeli-led strikes on the country. Meloni, a close ally of US President Donald Trump, said the US-Israeli attacks violate international law.
Threats are becoming increasingly terrifying, and unilateral interventions outside the confines of international law are multiplying, including the American and Israeli intervention against the Iranian regime. An intervention in which, let me say right away to avoid any misunderstanding, Italy is not taking part in and does not intend to take part in.
Meloni also said Italy is helping Gulf states to defend itself against Iran by supplying them key air defense assets. She vowed to protect Italian citizens and around 2,000 Italian soldiers stationed in the Gulf. Another vocal critic of the war in West Asia is Spain. Pedro Sanchez took a hard stand against the US, saying no to the war. He refused to allow US forces to use its military bases for operations linked to strikes on Iran. Spain also chose to withdraw its ambassador from Israel permanently after the fallout. Spain's stand has infuriated US President Donald Trump, who has vowed to cut trade with the country.
No, they're not. I think they're not cooperating at all. Spain, I think they've been very bad. Very bad. Not good at all. We may cut off trade with Spain.